Welcome to the Underground Lounge, where the humor can get dark and real conversations start. I am your boy Lou Will. To my left is my co-host Spank Horton. What's up, Brody?
Yeah. What's good, baby?
Ain't nothing, man. I ain't seen you in a minute. How you digging the new setup?
All right, man. Hey, this is sexy right
It
here.
look like
baby.
we having our way, don't it?
We are.
Oh, my
all
God.
you. This is all that NBA money, baby. Appreciate you.
That's what we like to say.
Yeah,
Go
comedy
ahead.
money don't look like
Yeah.
this. Comedy money don't look
Shit,
like
me,
this.
we in the studio of a comedian. We only got a space in the studio of the actual comedian. Speaking of comedians, man, your community, y'all been hot.
Yeah, we on fire right now. We on
Y'all
fire
on
right
some
now.
rap shit right now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a
Shouts
lot
out
of-
to Cat Williams. Shouts out
a
to
lot
Cat
of smoke in the air. A lot of smoke in the city, man. What's man? Catch me up, shit.
I mean, Cat just did a 2-hour and 45-minute interview on Club Shay Shay. Shouts out to Onk Shannon.
He had a lot to say. You was involved.
Yeah, it was entertaining. It was
Yeah.
entertaining. I wasn't solely involved, but my family member was involved.
That's the same thing.
That's the same thing, right?
Yeah, that's your brother.
But a lot of people kept saying, "Yo, what is you talking for? He ain't mention your name."
Let somebody play with your brother.
Exactly.
I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna have something to say. What was your take on some of it? Not we don't really get into the
Right.
salacious bullshit, but it was a lot of hot topics, and because it's comedy, it feels more comfortable to speak about
Yes.
because even though it's competitive and it's
It's gonna be on wax in hip hop terms.
I don't feel like nobody gonna get hurt.
Right.
I just feel like this it's gonna get funnier and funnier.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's how it should be. I appreciate the interview because at the end of the day, it helps comedy. Everybody going on tour right now too.
For sure.
Everybody. We're about to go back out. Other people is out right now. Cat is out right now. I'm sure he's doing his thing. So it's gonna be dope.
You
But
back outside.
yeah, back outside. That's gonna be the name of my tour.
Back outside.
Back outside, too.
I appreciate it. Hey, look, charge it to the game.
I
Don't
tried
even
to
worry
get
about it.
Perfect. But the interview was dope though. It was. But it was some BS in there. Calling Kev a plant. Like when you call somebody a plant.
Let's address it because
Yeah.
people say Kevin is a plant, or I've heard the term plant.
Mm-hmm.
You can't plant a motherfucking NBA. Either you can hoop or you can't.
Right.
And if you did get planted, we gonna make sure you get unrooted immediately.
Right.
Get your ass out of here.
Right. You know who you probably can say who felt was a plant? Not really was a plant because he could hoop, but because they went at him. The Bulls, Kukoc.
Fuck no.
I know he wasn't a plant, but the way Jerry
said
Krause.
that?
No, nobody said it. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's
what
how
make
they
it
felt
fit.
at that time.
Right,
You know
at that
what?
time.
Because the game wasn't international at that
Right,
point.
right,
The game
right.
wasn't international, so you weren't really looking for a talent. They had the man, God bless his soul.
Mm-hmm.
His name is slipping me right now. That was from overseas that passed away, played for the Nets.
Oh yeah.
But other
Petrovic.
Petrovic.
Yeah.
So before that, the game hadn't gone overseas. It
Mm-hmm.
hadn't reached to whereas now 5 of our top 10 players, without even thinking, are definitely guys from across the water. So that
Easily.
wasn't a but
Easily,
but
yeah.
yeah, Tony Kukoc can fucking
Oh, yeah.
hoop.
Oh,
Tony
yeah,
Kukoc
can.
was my next door neighbor for a while too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Shouts out to Tony.
I've been getting it.
Yeah, but I just remember the Olympics
Yeah.
when Jordan and Pippen, they switched up on him every time. We're going to make sure he don't score.
Right.
I'm like, wow.
But you know what that was? The same as comedy. That was just competition. That was
Mm-hmm.
a competitive nature. And then they ended up linking up. But back to
Yeah.
what you were saying about him
Yeah.
saying that Kev was a plant.
Because when you say he a plant, that means he didn't put no work in. That
Yeah.
means some white people discovered him and said, oh, my
Right.
God, we putting him in everything.
But how can Kev did come out hot from the time that I knew Kev,
Yeah.
and the time I felt like I was watching him on TV was almost immediately. Tell me how that can be the process, because obviously Kevin is a transcendent talent, right?
Yeah.
So he's one of the biggest comedians in the game, and once you think about that, it's special rules for special talent.
Exactly.
So his route might have been expedited based
Yeah.
on who he is and who he was and who he proved to be at that time. So tell me about his route and being a part of it. Like, what was Kevin's upbringing
Yeah.
from that point of view where it was bubbling to him,
Right.
taking off into where it is now, to Cat feeling like he was a plant because of that.
Right. I'm going to give you, it's two different routes, just like how it is with the NBA. NBA, high school, college, then you go to the NBA. Then you got overseas players who play overseas. They professional at 13, 14. So they get drafted here when they, 18?
Right.
They get drafted at 18, but if you live in the States, you can't get drafted. You got to do a year or
gotta
two
do
in college
your-
now.
you gotta do your
know what I'm saying?
time,
So basically with comedy, you got two different circuits. You got the, it's sad to say it, but they call one circuit the chitlin circuit. You already know what the chitlin
But
circuit is.
we love the chitlin.
Yeah, we love the chitlin circuit.
Yeah.
The chitlin circuit is us. Like, we call that the
Right.
chitlin circuit.
Something
Then
we can call our own.
yeah, then we call it.
Because we always take some negative shit and turn
Right,
it into
and
a
turn-
positive
exactly,
and
exactly.
make it more endearing for us.
So the chitlin circuit is basically how you come up in comedy because, you know, you're black, you do all the black rooms, you make a name for yourself, then hopefully after like 10 years, you've been like killing it for so long, you did the Comic Views, you did the Def Jams, you start killing it for so long, now people know who you are, now you become a household name.
Right.
So a lot of people seen you on Comic View, they seen you on
Right.
Def Jam, they seen this.
Because I watched Kevin put in fucking tons of work. Should I watch you put in tons of work?
Exactly, but see, Kev didn't go the whole chitlin route.
Right.
He went mainstream route. Mainstream route is New York. You go to the white clubs. So when you go to these white clubs, there's not that many black comedians going up because
Right.
with the white clubs, there's too many rules.
Right.
You got to bring this many people to come to watch you perform. You got to sign
drink
up.
minimum.
Yeah, it's a lot of rules. So a lot of black people like,
Why
man, I
we
ain't
do
going
that?
over
Why
there.
we do that? As hard as shit is for us,
Yeah,
why the
right,
fuck when we get
right.
in position to
Right,
make it easy,
right.
we make it harder for ourselves? Is that to keep a lot of the bullshit out of the building?
I think so. That's basically what it is. That's basically what it is. If you really want it, then you're going to do this. So in the mainstream route, where it's not a lot of black comedians, the white comedians taking over, you might as well say. Because,
Let me ask you this: do
Yeah.
you think that's more? Is that beneficial
yes.
to have that type of culture where, listen, y'all really want to be in here? It's a 2-drink minimum. Because sometimes in environments like that, for me, and I'll probably go down a rabbit hole with this shit,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like you strip away the point of being there. Like if you go to a club,
Right.
motherfuckers search you like it's TSA. They gonna charge you $1,500 to sit down. It's a $400 bottle. That's a $40 bottle when you
$40
leave
bottle.
out of here. Valet is $100 for a parking spot that it's $2 during the daytime at the pay toll. It's like you do so much shit to make it not fun when the environment is supposed to be fun. I wonder why we do
Well,
that. Because you go to the same club on
Yeah.
a white night, so to speak, or international night,
Bottles are cheaper.
completely different environment.
Yeah, sections is
completely
cheaper.
different environment.
It is. I've noticed that one time going to different clubs one on Chitlin Circuit night and one on Mainstream night. I'm
Right.
like, wow, it's so much cheaper here tonight.
Right.
I think I'm gonna come back on this night. But with comedy, it's the same. It's just that you got the mainstream. So if you go on the mainstream and I say on a show it's 10 white comics, 2 black comics, who gonna stand out? The 2 black comics. So if it's agents and managers in that room and they see you,
Because
little
they're
short-
unicorns in that room.
Yes, you're unicorns in it. So when they see you, oh, I think I can work with this guy. I think I can work with this guy.
On the flip side,
Yes,
shit, Jack Harlow in rap.
exactly.
You know what I'm
Eminem
saying?
and rap. Like
Yeah.
it's the same difference.
Like they got the talent to match it, but it's a certain set of eyes that's gonna be on them from the jump because they just look different than what the norm is for that
Yep.
position. So Kev went mainstream route.
went mainstream route.
And that's
Dave
how he-
Chappelle went
that's how
mainstream
he-
route. Chris
right.
Rock went mainstream route. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Murphy mainstream route. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's where a
That's
lot
not
of
a plant.
Yeah, it's not a plant.
That still work.
Yeah, it still work. So when you go to mainstream route, you get you a manager, you get you an agent. Then from there, they put you in festivals. It's this thing called Montreal Festival. This is like the biggest comedy festival there is. A lot of comedians went there and got deals. That's what happened with Kev. Kev went there. I forgot what year he went. He went, did well, got a deal. When he got the deal, he's like, whoa. And that's a rule. It was like a rule on the East Coast. Hey, don't move to L.A. until you get a deal. Because it's expensive as hell out there, so you want to be able to pay your bills, so make sure you get a deal first. So when he
Talk
got
about
his
it.
deal, that's when he moved out here.
Right.
But remember, he did Paper Soldiers already because he was in New York a lot.
Hood
Dame
classic.
Dash started coming to the clubs, saw the comedians, and he picked out a bunch of comedians. Kev wasn't the only comedian in Paper Soldiers. It was a good 8 or 9 comedians
And
in
can
there.
we just stop for a second and give
Yeah.
Dame Dash his flowers? Like he's way before his time.
Oh, yeah, he was. He was.
He's
Shouts
way
out to
before his
Dame.
time. But go
Shouts
ahead,
out to Dame. Shouts out to
because
Dame.
you rolling. I want to hear what
You know
you
what
got
we're
to
going
say
to do?
about it.
We're going to invite Dame on the show. That's what we're going to do.
All right. Cool.
You don't like a tour now. You know a lot of
Every
podcasts.
time I see Dave on the podcast, he chumping out whoever podcast he
Oh,
on.
he
I ain't
definitely
trying
is.
to get chumped out by Dave Dash. Bro. I just ain't in the
gonna
mood.
give him his flowers,
I
but
ain't-
I got you.
yeah,
I got
I ain't in the mood for it. Big fan from I'm gonna stay back. But go ahead, bro. I want to hear more what you.
So
what
he
you had
did
to say
Paper
about it.
Soldiers. He did Death of a Dynasty. These was all Dame Dash movies or whatever. So that gets him out there more. So Cat said, yeah, who you know moved to L.A. out of nowhere and get a TV deal in a movie? Well, first of all, Soul Plane wasn't this big-time mainstream movie. It was a small movie But it was a director that used to do videos. Shouts out to Jesse Terrero. He did a bunch of videos, and he moved into the directorial space of doing movies. So he
And
did
it
Soul
worked.
Plane. He watched Paper Soldiers. He saw Kev. He said, "Oh, let me put Kev in this movie." But he put a bunch of other comedians in the movie as well.
Correct.
But Kev was the lead or whatever. So that's how that all worked. And while Kev was in LA, he had a development deal. Just because you got a development deal, that don't mean you're going to get a TV show.
Right.
You got to work on it.
Right.
So he
What's a development deal?
a development deal is basically like a holding deal with a record company. Basically, like, y'all give you a little couple of dollars.
They own the rights to your material
Yeah.
and they'll cut you an advance just to
Right.
see what you make of it.
See what you make of it,
And
basically.
then they'll double back. If you got some shit going on, then they put the machine behind you.
Right.
That's okay.
And that's basically what a development deal is with the TV.
Gotcha.
Then when he came up with a great idea for a TV show, I forgot what network. It was CBS, ABC, one of them networks. And they was like, "Oh, no, we like this. Let's try to shoot it. Let's go from there."
Right.
So that's how all that happened, man. He still did the hard work. That's why I ain't like the whole plant thing, because, like, now you taking away his hard work. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So other than that, I love when he said he could do a 4-4, and he proved it.
And look, and we talked about that. Cat Williams said, "I'm a specimen. I can run a 4-4 right now." And that motherfucker sure
did it.
as it get dark outside,
He did it.
fucking booking it. Man. And I gotta be honest. I'm a family friend of the
Right.
Plastic Cup Boys.
Right.
But Kev, we done seen what happened when your ass race.
Yeah, man.
And we
Whew.
see what happened. We ain't seen Cat race nobody yet.
We never.
He was
But
in there
I'ma
by
still-
himself.
I'm a bet on Cat. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a bet
Yeah,
on
that's
Cat.
yeah.
Because the last time we saw Cat,
Form alone.
and we saying Cat form,
Form
I think I'm
alone.
gonna go with Cat. I think I'm gonna go with
Cat can roll.
For full episodes and more content like this, subscribe to the Underground Lounge YouTube channel. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Tune in, y'all. Subscribe.